Greetings and welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Captain of Industry. So, last episode we did leave off with an iron problem, and we still got an iron problem. So that is something that we're gonna have to get figured out here, pretty quickly, because we don't want to constantly sit with an iron problem. So, what I was thinking for the solution to our problems, and it might rub some people the wrong way, is I think we might need to either move this over here and do some iron here, or completely get rid of the copper that we have and redo the copper down here. Which I think cheapest way would definitely be just to use the resources that we have and just push the copper down this way. So I think that's what we're going to do. So if I select the recipe, I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to get rid of that one. I just want iron to be made. And I guess, well, no, it would matter what's in here. It's molten copper, and this is molten iron. So this would have to still make the molten copper. So I guess it really doesn't matter what is distinguished here. But we're going to need to convert this all into iron. So I'm going to take this off just so that it stops sending in copper. We're going to put on a flat connector. Incompatible. Oh, I need a U connector, not a flat connector. So U connector, and then U pipe. And then we want that to go into there. Now, also, that's weird that this one wasn't working. Maybe when I deleted some stuff, it flipped itself around. But anyways, it needs to go that way. Then this will get auto-built. We don't have to worry about it. Then this will send in iron. And then we need to set this up to be iron. So it's easy to get that. I'm not too worried about getting 400 more iron. Iron's easy to, or copper's easy to get, not iron. But I'm just worried about all of this. So once this is done, we can leave this stuff here. I mean, we can decommission it. Ideally, we would decommission it eventually. So that's going to fill up. That's going to fill up. So what I would like to do, what I would like to see happen is we get a lot more iron storage. So currently this iron is not even being stored into. So I'm going to say this is none. And I'll leave it empty for right now. Because what I think is I want to see this be fully iron. Iron it up. And then we can build more iron storage. Like 1, 2 more. We'll use the tool to paint it. Then what we could also do as well is we can put more concrete slabs down like that. And then we can paint the surface. I'm gonna, once this is done, I'll paint the surface. But pretty much what I want to look to do is have some type of like, hey, this is blocked off caution type thing. So I'm gonna build that just to make it have some aesthetic to it. But yeah, we need to get our iron production a lot higher. Okay, so right now we're making molten iron. So I am going to quicker move off of this, because I need to grab flat, delete that, and then this will need to turn once this is gone, turn and collect into this one. So this needs to go from there to there, and I'll just instantly build it. So that's done, and now we have a very large iron array, and now we just need to get our copper hooked back up. And now that this is how it is, I wish that I made these, you know, closer together. But it is what it is. It's going to be a nice starter array, and we'll kind of go from there. So this cell needs to be built. Get that to be built up. We need to get more copper, and I think 1 smelter for copper will do. We don't need to get crazy with it. So if we take a look for blast furnace, we might be able to... No, I don't think we will be able to. So probably what we should look to do is put it over here. We probably could reuse that water source. So if we did that there, metal casters, we need 2 of them. And we want to have the metal casters on the inside, iron on the outside. So if we did something like this, flip it, and like that, then we can do molten channel. This one can move 120, so that would be fine, just like that. And then if we did the electro, so copy, copy him. We need to put the raw in the back. Then we need to bring the water over here as well. So we could do something like that. I think. So we're still losing a lot of iron. Oh, these had copper on them. Now we're getting backed up. Hold on, I'm going to get this corrected. Okay, that is now corrected. That should only be pumping out iron, nothing else. Good. Okay, so I think what we can do is a flat connector, right? And then a flat into there. Then that will supply that. Then we just need to run. So I actually had this thing hook up the wrong way. Well, it's good because now this actually works for that direction. So that's good there. We can delete this because it wasn't even working anyways. So that can get gone. That will be this. And then we just need to hook it up to a storage. And then this will be copper. I think having it just stored at 200 will be just fine. So I don't think we need to mess with it anymore. So then this can be built. And then what we'll do is we will extend a U connector. I believe we can do a U connector off of here. And then a U connector can go into there. But I think we need to do a lifter. Yeah, so we'll do lifter. We'll go up by 1. U-shaped connector. From there to there. And we can get that built as well. And then U-channel from here to there. Okay. That can get built as well. And then hopefully this will increase our iron production. Or else, if this doesn't increase our iron production, I don't know what will. So actually, maybe we should do... Maybe these two should go in there so it stops bottlenecking. Yeah, because it looks like it's bottlenecking this. So we did, like... These are backwards. How do I keep getting them backwards? I don't know how I keep getting them backwards. I really just... fathoms me. But what we could actually do is this one. That one can go into there. And then hopefully we can get these ones the right direction this time. And if those are on the right way, then we can go from there as well. So that's cool. And then this just needs a stack to throw the smoke out. And then they can just grab the slag. I think that's fine. So that'll be copper. That's iron. Copper. And then that can get built, and then that'll push all the coal it probably needs. That's a 76. We're losing coal, which is fine. We're not losing a lot. We still have tons. But everything else seems to be stable. It's just our iron supply is so low. It's very scary. We need to get that iron supply way higher. Oh, this is a quite interesting little tool. So you can actually say which one's in, which one's out. Definitely not needed, and it does use power. I didn't realize it used power. And it probably was fairly expensive to build. Oh, only 8. So not too crazy expensive. So now this actually just does its own little thing. And now these two are pointless here. I think we're making some copper. This should... output's full. I need this. Okay, I'm just going to instantly build it so I can keep pushing out Pushing out molten channel slag, because we need that to keep this moving. Slag, we can just grab the slag. I think that's fine. Yeah, so you can export whatever you need out of there, because I think you can reach it. Actually, no, you can't. Everything's on the ground. So maybe we'll do then, because you guys can't reach it. We'll just build that, and then I'll just insta-build this. And then I'll get rid of all the slag. It's a kind of a weird movement, but now we're actually making a positive in iron, which is what we needed to see big time. But we are running now into a iron problem. We're producing enough iron. We're running into an iron problem. Hopefully we're making enough copper now, or we might have to increase the size. But one iron was keeping up. I just think we're probably on a down right now because we did destroy our iron, which was making 26. We're only using 24, so this should get us back on track, and then hopefully this gets back on track. But we are now in a iron problem. We're not in a copper problem, so maybe what I'll do, wherever I put the copper, where did I put the copper? This is where I put it. So I'm gonna go 1, 2. I'm gonna take them all off this because we're just not using a lot of copper, and then they will go onto the iron. And see if that maybe will help. And then what we could also do as well is change the mining location. So maybe we can mine out even some of this. Yeah, if we do like that, and then if we change this, maybe we can mine even out some of that. Yeah, I think that would be beneficial. That would be more miners working away, or more excavators. That will probably get us more iron in here, because there is a lot of copper. I just don't think we currently need it. And then what I will do, just because I think very shortly we're going to need an excavator there, we will put down one more excavator just so we have it for the quick near future. And I love how this just keeps piling away and away. Okay, feels good. Copper's going down. Now our silicon, or rubber, I guess I should say, it seems to be going down as well, but that's probably just because we're using a significant amount more. How is our demand? So monthly change 147. We're not losing anything, and we're not, you know, it's not demanding more just because we're doing that. Okay. We probably want to get our trucks driving around less and less as we keep moving on in the game. So that's at a standstill now. This is at a steady deficit, but I think if we go to trade with villagers, I think, yeah, we can trade construction parts for, well, we can adopt people. I'll adopt 10 of them. We can exchange construction parts for copper. So I'm not too worried about the copper problem, as I can just get more if I needed to. But we probably should look to make something that's going to be a little more beneficial. Once we get this once we get the iron at a steady flow rate, we're not going to have to worry as much. And look how many excavators we have and how many trucks we have now. So I'm thinking very shortly we shouldn't have to worry about iron. That's the hope, at least. And I want to cut into this mountain here. Give my guys somewhere to kind of rest. I don't know how it's going to work to kind of cut that out, but we'll see. Usually you want to go top down and work your way down, but we're working it our own way this time. Okay, I'll speed up just a little bit more. That looks fine. How have we done here? So this is ready. Crude oil. This rough estimate is based on the current production level, idle periods such as storage is full and are not accounted for, meaning the actual remaining duration may be longer. And this is 100,000. And then this one was only 60,000. So significant amount more. It would be good if we could start repairing one of these cargo ships, but we need a significant amount more of iron. And it currently looks like we're just not producing. Well, actually, we do have an increased intick in iron, or we just don't have an increased tick in plates. And we now have 4 of them up and running. Like, that is quite a few, and we're still not seeing the increase that we want. Now, what is there for research that the game is wanting us to do? They want us to get advanced diesel. What does advanced dieseling do? So, boiler produces high pressure steam by burning loose products such as coal to boil water. Looks like it makes sour water and heavy oil. Distilling stage 2 makes medium oil. This takes crude oil, medium oil, and heavy oil. Then it turns that into diesel and light oil. Just not sure what we would need this for. This takes 60 plus coal makes 27. So this takes 60, so same amount, but it produces 36. So it's a slower burn of my oil. Okay, so maybe that would be beneficial to have, but at this rate, where's it supposed to go? Because I just don't have any locations for it really to go right now. It feels like everything is used up. Because I want to leave some space for other things to be built, but we also need to build up more things. So I guess I could have my docks here full with diesel. Looks pretty ran down. Build your advanced oil processing complex to shore in order to easily import crude via ships. Build your advanced oil processing. Oh, okay. So what we're thinking is that the ships are going to bring it in. I guess this isn't too big. So it needs steam. So with the boiler we can make steam. Okay, so if we can make steam, then we can make distillation with crude oil. But how am I going to get the crude oil out here? I'd have to pull off one of these, because I just made a whole bunch of diesel. I don't really have to worry about diesel for a long while. But maybe what I could do is pull off of this guy and put it here. It looks like... So this is where the crude oil would go in. So actually, this is where they'd probably dump the crude oil. They'd pump it off. They'd pump it into here. I wish you could, like, move stuff. Like, I would move that to over here now. But I don't think you can move things. Okay. So, water and coal. Okay, now we have an in spike. Okay, good. I think we're getting enough iron as I just get completely distracted. But yeah, look how fast we're going to lose copper as well. But we are kind of remaining on a steady downslope now of copper. Like, we're not using it all, which is good. And once these are empty, we can, like, reassign them to up there. But yeah, we have a good uptick of iron now. I mean, we are producing it at 4 times this, or 2 more times the speed, which is why it has an uptick. Okay, so flare. Flare can burn consumable liquids and gases, but produces pollution. Hydrogen, fuel gas, light oil, heavy oil. Medium oil. So it makes heavy oil, but we only need the medium oil. So we have to burn the light or the heavy oil. And we need one boiler would be enough. One boiler would be enough to do it. But it's going to need water brought over. Because we can't. I wish you could, like, pump from the ocean. It's like, what? Or, can you maybe? Hold on. Could you? Am I missing something here again? Seawater pump. Yes, you can. And it turns it into water. Seawater pump, 180. That would make that into water. And then you could actually use the water for pumping. So maybe I should have built this over here. But if I'm going to build it over here, I need to kind of level this out. I do have another excavator. We just have to, it would suck to have to move this, but now I'm like rethinking it. I think it should go over here. Or it could even went right here. Because over there is a little far away from everything. Can I actually build a cargo here? Cargo depot? Some part needs to be in the ocean. I mean, it is in the ocean. It's just because we started dumping waste there, isn't it? Okay, so I might have to just pump over water, and I could bring it over from there. Or my trucks can just leave it filled with water. That's the limestone. So I think what I might do is mine control tower. I'm going to put that one. I'm going to put this guy over here. I'll instantly build it. Edit the zone. Put it right there. And then this guy I'll delete. Just so I have more room. Then I'll do the 1 and then 2. Okay. I think shouldn't I have 2 available to me? Yeah, it's 2, and then I must have got a new excavator. Yeah, right there. Okay, so I got a new excavator, so that's now going to do that. We're going to keep doing what they're doing there. This opens up more room so that I can actually get my boiler in here, which has high pressure and low pressure. So high pressure on that side. So if we did maybe something just like that, and then it produces exhaust, so we're going to need to get a stack. That, and that produces high steam. But this also needs water. Oh no, it doesn't. It makes a byproduct. Sour water. So it just needs the crude and the steam to go in. So we could do... Yeah, we could do that. This is all going to look so very janky. Something like that. And then this. Oh, that's an import. Well, why would it not be an outport? Okay, I guess then fuel storage. Something like that. Crude oil. Okay. And then I'll tell them to keep it at 100. Okay, perfect. And then that's sour water, so that needs to be dumped. So I guess we could do another. Can we do another liquid dump out this way? If I did that, I'm making more of that, but I'm still losing copper. If I did pipe into there like that, that is all of that. And then, okay, and then we need to do medium oil. That needs steam and that needs steam. Okay, so we can do that to that. This is going to be such a janky put together looking thing. That to that. So that would be steam and steam. That's all the steam it needs. Then we need to have a flare to burn that. Heavy oil. We also need to burn the heavy oil. That's going to make light oil, and I don't think we want to keep the light oil. But then it also makes diesel. Then set up a liquid storage for the diesel. Okay, and then Build it all. Okay, I think that works. It's not the prettiest of things, but it works. And we're going up in iron, which is always good, but we're going very, very far down in copper. So I think that one open excavator, we'll do that, and then we'll do that. That'll be good. Okay. Then they can move some more product. That's still pumping iron consistently. That's going up. That's going down, but that's because I'm using it. And this is kind of just an up and down currently. So probably needs another one to be built, but we're not going to worry about it right now. That's at 464. So let's start repairs. Can I tell my boat to get back? Oh, this is working. I don't want it to work. I want my ship to come home. How do I tell my ship to return? Okay, don't do that. I don't want you to do that. I want you to return. Oh, you can upgrade it to another rig size. Interesting. Okay, go home. Okay, ship is going to come home. We're going to load it up with everything it needs to go over there. Liquid dump has no recipe. Sour water needs to go out. That's going to be the crude oil, which I guess you're just pulling from that one. That's crude. That's steam. This needs water, which is going to use a lot of water very quickly. So it's like it would be beneficial for it to have its own water. But I think what it is doing right now is fine. Produce diesel by converting medium oil, burn excess light oil and flare. Burn excess oil and flare, dump sour. Okay, so we're doing all that. Eventually it's going to be up and running. I think they're... Where are you bringing water to? Oh, to here. I don't know why you're bringing water there. Doesn't need water that fast, but it is what it is. Okay, so then that's going to run and do its thing. We're losing some, but now we're going to gain some just because we had a surplus of motion. These can be emptied. That can be emptied. We'll get that emptied. Quick removal and quick removal. Just because it's such a little amount. We can just quick removal both of it. These are going to get stored up well, which we should probably make more storage for them. But we might want to like rework pretty much all of this stuff. Like even like maybe this we might want to rework into a different location, like because it is global. So maybe we might want to put it back in here or something just to get it out of the way. And then have the iron turn maybe this way and get the trucks, if they have a full load, to just sit there. What is wrong with this? Building retaining wall long may collapse due to uneven terrain. Oh, is it because we're digging? Is it because we're digging it out? Probably. I'm not really digging that well, am I? Just kind of like doing whatever. So maybe let's cancel that as a digging area. Let's change this to a digging zone. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Let's do that as the new digging zone. Let's stop trying to kill the retaining wall, the thing that's holding up all of that away from killing everything. It's unbelievable how much slag is actually made here. And like I just don't know what to do with my concrete slabs. Like, is there any way to use them? Seems like there's always like an abundance of concrete slabs. It's hard to find a use for them early on, at least. Waste collection. Okay, advanced oil processing. Claim my reward. Discover cargo ship on the road map. Repair it for your main ship. Research and build cargo department and attach one fluid module to it. I think it's this one. Attach with it 2 of these modules. Okay. Oh, so that's how we hook up the crude oil. Well, I wish I knew that before. Because now that's just super janked. Okay, that's going to have to be reworked in a future episode. Because that is just all over the place. Not good. But we'll have to figure that out eventually. This is full. Okay, good. They're finally starting to have a full amount of lines going into there. So we should see a nice steady uptick in iron. And it looks like our copper has leveled out, which is good stuff. Yeah, so I guess we'll just keep following these because, I mean, what else is there? Oh, and then I need to tell you to go do that thing. Go do that thing. Okay. This unit module, such as construction parts, can be built in an empty slot at the cargo. So maybe this one can maybe just stay here temporarily, and then we might just have to like redesign how this works. But we also might want to, maybe what we should do is mining. Let's tell it to, oh, I don't want to go, oh my god. Okay, I'm going to tell it to stay, flatten all this out. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Okay, we're gonna flatten this out. Just this is a nice area to mine, but we have so much limestone that we could move some stuff. I don't know, like, if it's advantageous to like delete stuff that you maybe placed in the wrong spot to like open up some room for some things, or if that's just going to cause more problems because you're deleting everything. But like, you shouldn't decommission everything. Like, if I decommission this rubber, I'm probably going to be in a tough spot. So maybe what I have to do, instead of like not decommission it, but maybe just find it's a new home to go to. Because if I can find a new home to go to, then I'm not going to be in trouble. Because I can just kind of like fix the location that it's going to be sat in. And yeah, kind of go from there. So I think maybe we might have to move some things around. Now with this producing, like, this is just sitting full. So I don't feel like I need these kilns here anymore. Because I feel like these are just wasting coal and water. Because these are just sitting idle, and these are doing the same exact thing. So maybe, I think I don't need this. I really think it's just wasting resources. I'm just going to, yeah, I'll just decommission all that because I just think it's just a waste right now. Like, this is doing the same thing. This is just, yeah. Okay, so that's on an uptick. That's an uptick. Okay, everything's on an uptick now. That's good. We want to see things in the green, not in the red. So we can do basic desalinization. We can do biofuel. We can do pumps level 2, which actually might be beneficial for running everything around that we're trying to run around. Gas combustion, settlement power, that would make them more happy. Etiquette, wheat. Oh, I have wheat seeds. Huh. So maybe we can do pipes. Yeah, let's do pipes number 2, so that maybe we can like redesign how some of this looks and operates. Oh, hey, there we go. I have a ship now. Diesel. It's full of diesel. You need to depart. What am I? Select fuel. You're using diesel. Wait, I can tell you to use heavy fuel. Allow us to switch the ship's type. Changing it to some fuel is free. Others, 92 heavy oil per single journey. Oh. Wait, I can use the heavy oil? I didn't know I could use heavy oil. I don't know what happened with all that fuel I just had. It looks like apparently you can use heavy oil. So I don't maybe need to burn all that off. Huh. Apparently it's... Okay, I guess it's gonna bring some fuel. They'll fill that back up and that can do its thing. Okay, so this is all looking good. We're making resources now. We're looking stable. We're getting pipes too. It would be nice to rework all of this. I know I just built it, but like it's really not looking good. And I would also like to get actually this location kind of leveled out so that I can maybe put the cargo truck in here. And then I can move some stuff in a different direction than having this whole coastline completely filled up with stuff. Because like all of this, I shouldn't have put it so close. I should have moved it further inland. I guess lessons learned. Don't put things so close to the ocean. Have them inland so you don't handcuff yourself in the middle. But yeah, okay. So it's just a matter of just keep on building on. Have your cargo ship import crude from the oil rig. Okay, so this is ready to go. Nothing to pick up. How do I currently assign 12 crew? If this is... Oh. Didn't want it to do that. Available to pick up. So there's currently just nothing available, and I didn't really want that to move out there. I'd rather just go home, but... what happened to my workers? Did they all just die? Why did I just have a massive decrease in workforce? Workers demand. Just a massive spike? Eh. Okay, well, let's upgrade. I don't even know if it's worth upgrading or just if it's worth just building another house. I'll just deliver that. Okay. Get my housing back up and operational. Get that. Let's see if there's any... I can adopt them. Nobody to adopt over there. That's no good. Okay, that's storing some crude. So I could depart you now. But I think you'll just wait until you can actually grab stuff and bring it back. I'm not sure why that did what it did, but okay. Yeah, so I think maybe what we should do is we should look to get... So this is going down, which is fine, because now I can actually use my slag instead of just sitting on, you know, a whole bunch of product. That can do that, which is good. I'm going to put another loose storage on the back here. Limestone as well. I'll keep it there. I'll instantly build that. I should probably not do that, actually, because I'm losing 1 unity per. If I lose all of it, it's not going to be good. And then what I probably could also do is paint. Or I could even do... in red. So maybe what we should do is put our copper back in here. Maybe we should redefine where this wheel is gonna go. Because I'm thinking it's a universal thing. And it doesn't need to actually be anywhere. It just needs water, and there's water here. So I could even do it like here. Or I could flatten out the land. There's a lot of possibilities for what you can do. Okay. So I'm on a massive downfall because I don't have workers for that. So I'm going to... Can I pause all of that? Okay, and I have 1 worker left, which is good. What else could I possibly pause? This has workers. Okay, I have enough now, so I'm gonna pause that. so I don't use any of it. And I'll have workers, so then we can keep this going. And we can keep the copper going. I'm not sure why I'm using that. Oh, probably because I just built that. Okay. Alright. And eventually we want to get up this way. But for doing that, so maybe actually since this guy's not doing anything, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to say mining. You can go up like that. And then that would give me a ramp up. Delete that. There we go. Okay, now he should be able to get over there. Why are you not... Okay, and then can I send the vehicles to scrap for parts? Easily remove what you're filled with and remove what you're filled with. Okay. So now they should be mining that to get their way up and into the mountain. But I probably should just use this slag to dump. So they want electricity, and that might make them more happy. Okay, it seems like a constant fight with what's good and what's bad. Making it difficult. Difficult up and down battle, is it not? Okay, so what I'm looking at here is we have to travel our copper so far to get the copper over here to even do anything with it. So we have a copper thing over here, but we do have a ground pump here. So what I'm thinking is if we did an ore sorting plant, say there, right? Let's build this up. Let's do copper, dirt, rock, and what else would they might run into? Nothing else. So let's do that, and then which one is this one? The copper one? Yeah, okay. And then import, export routes. Configure dedicated exports for trucks. So export to that one. We'll build this one instantly. I know we're running out of Unity. But that's okay. So what I want to do is I want to have this like that. So that this is just copper. And then what we want to do, so I can actually delete the one back the other way eventually, is this will be a blast furnace in itself. We'll do one blast furnace and FRR, two blast furnaces, and then what we'll do, just because I don't want them to travel so dang far. So now are they going to take it there? Yes, they're going to take it there. We got to do this rather quickly because we need to have copper. And we actually might be able to get away with one. Let's just do one for now. Let's see how it operates and runs. And then we need to do slag, or sorry, molten press. So then let's get molten channel. So that's going to do the molten. And then I think we're just going to do the same thing that we did on the other side. And then we need the copper analyzer. Do something like that. And then this will be the fluid storage. Maybe we should do the fluid storage on this side. I mean, doing it on this side, just like the one, doesn't really make it very, I guess, expandable. But if I did it up, like, say, here and then just ran some pipes, I could make it more expandable because I could just do another one and mirror it. So I'm going to do it there. The pipes, Pipes don't cost too much. I could do a pipe 2, but that requires a lot. So I'll just do a pipe 1. That pipe will go in there like that. Then this would go into here like that. And then this would pump out storage. And then we'll just do copper. Okay, and then this all needs to be built. And hopefully quickly. So let's speed it up. Because now we have this all going up. We are losing fuel, but I think that's just because this tanker came back. Not sure why we're losing fuel. We still have a large surplus. Maybe we should try to get like 500 of each before we start sending people off or start building up more things. But let's get this up and running. So trucks are going to come their way out. So now the only thing is they're going to have to come all this way to get copper. But at least it's better than having to go here to there to there. It's just grab it from here and just go back. So hopefully that is better. Currently this guy can't depart now. So if I knew this thing could run off heavy oil, I would have just not have built that. So that might be something that we have to look to build in the future. Okay, so that's going to be that. That's going to be that. And then hopefully we can set this to copper. Oh, and we're also going to need... We need some coal over here. So let's do loose storage. We'll do the loose storage. Do the loose storage here on this side. Do that, and then the U channel. Now let's make that look a little nicer. U channel. And then whichever one's the copper is, let's change it to the one that's open. So copper, just so I have to run less of a distance for the U channel. We'll do that. We'll unpause both of these, and then we'll do coal, and then keep it full to there. And then yeah, they're dropping off coal. That's fine. They'll fill that with water. This needs to be water. And then hopefully they can fill that to stay above 60. That should be fine. Oh, and I did forget to put the smokestack on. So we'll put that smokestack on. There we go. And then I'll probably just build that one with Unity. Get that done. Okay, and then that's like that. And then, yeah, that should now be self-sufficient. So it can kind of run itself. And then hopefully that makes whatever we need. And then I would like to get all of this eventually rotated over this way. Or, I don't know. Looks like this can't dump slag currently, or it just doesn't have any on its way. No, it can still dump slag. Okay, that's good. It'll just keep dumping, I guess. I don't know, maybe eventually we'll have to like rotate it some other direction. Okay, so that's all looking good. They're running around with chickens with their head cut off. Losing that, but now we're more at a stable situation. With this being all the way over here. It's not ideal, but it'll keep everything running a lot smoother. Just having that over there. And that's good there. Okay, so that's all looking good and wonderful and dandy. Have your cargo ship import crude oil from the oil rig. So why can you not depart? Load cargo. So you can head over there, but this guy can't? I don't get that. Why can't you move? Nothing to pick up. Avail to pick up. Is it because I have all this shut off? It's probably because I have all that shut off. Oh, I'll adopt them. And then I'll just turn this one back on. Okay, so you can get 500. So depart now. Okay, there he goes. Maritime transportation. He is off and also getting some crude oil. I don't know why. I don't really need crude oil right now, but this is all sitting better. These are maxed out and full. So what I probably want to do, I'm going to delete that because I probably want to make, I want to get this to look better. And I don't think as long as we... I think as long as we keep things proper, we should be okay. I want to get settlement power. I want to get them to have a transformer so that they're a little more happy. Let's erase that. So then we can do flat conveyor to there and to there and to there. So that one, these two will support that one. These two will support this one. Do something like that. And then we'll have at least a little more storage. And then this can rise up even further. So if we do have a down slope, at least we have a bit of a cushion. Because like when I see it go red, like a 435 cushion is not really a cushion. There's still quite a potential problem. So this at least gives me a cushion. I can kind of like see what's going on before it happens, which is kind of what I want. And then I kind of maybe want to move this one. Anyways, small excavator is finding it hard to... I keep getting stuck up here. Can I make this a dumping zone? Is there... Do I have it currently have a dumping zone designated? No. So if I say dumping zone... If I level this out... And then if I say mining zone... Let's just delete all of this. Like, this is just a mess. So, maybe if I just do that. Okay, I'll just do that. Maybe that's going to allow them to figure out whatever the heck they're doing. And then we'll do this one. Maybe this will let them get out like that. Okay. I think that's going to work just fine. Yeah, they'll dig themselves out. They'll keep building that up. And I want to get this looking better. I want to get this looking more organized. 200 and 100? Wow. That's a generous one. All goals have been completed. So I don't have any more goals now. I have finished the tutorial of Captain of Industry. That is it. They don't tell you anything else anymore, I guess. So you got to know the rest of this game by yourself. Like mega dumpers. Haul truck dump. Mega excavators. You know. They just leave that all to you to figure out. An arc furnace? Crushed iron? Wow. Make graphite. Yeah, so the rest of the game, I guess, is just to figure out. Oh boy. Fun! Okay, well, okay, we have 26 now, so let's pause that. This needs to all be reworked because this is horrendously bad. Like, this is just very not good. Because now you can, you know, pipe out of there and I don't need to have this crammed here. Probably want to move that. Copper's going up. That's going up. That's all going up. So this is all looking more stable, which is good. Maybe this doesn't need to be reworked. This looks just fine and it's pumping out enough. Doing its thing. So yeah, all right, now we don't have any more tutorial. It's just kind of figure it out and keep moving. Oop, wrong button. Keep moving along and doing the thing you got to do. We're still good on power. I mean, these flywheels seem to produce a lot of power very fast. And honestly, quite cheap water too, or quite cheap power too. Oh, this finally did end up getting filled up. Okay, perfect. Because this one's on idle. The only time it needs is if that one goes AWOL. I really wish they would use this road. They just kind of seem to be doing their own thing. Okay, but eventually we can get this reorganized. This is now shut down. This one just isn't working. So I don't need those. I don't need that. I don't need this. or that, and this can go, I'll go by there. Well, it's there and there. Okay, so I guess I pointlessly built this. There's no point to it, but I built it. Now it's being demolished. Eventually, this needs to be, I guess that doesn't need to be reworked, but nice to have blast, have all that. This is going to be kind of cleaned up a little bit. But no, this all looks good. We're on the up and ups. And yeah, well, anyways, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter of an episode today, but I think there has been a lot tackled. A lot of the problems have been figured out and sourced and corrected. So now it's just going to be rocks. This guy has rocks. I don't know what you have rocks from, but anyways, yeah, so a little bit of a shorter one. Lot has happened today. So yeah, well, if you like the content, if you like what I did and what I brought to the table for today, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It does mean a whole lot. We're on our goal to get 500 subscribers, so it helps out a lot, every single one of you. And I do like to talk to every single one of you. Also, we have a Discord server, so if you want to join that, you can. We do a lot of fun different stuff in there. We chat all the time, and I also like to help out people if they have audio problems, recording problems, or any type of problems they may have, except for life problems. I'll most likely help you. So yeah, anyways, like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord channel, server. My name's Brave. This is Captain of Industry. I'm still learning how to do YouTube. You guys have a good one.